Have you ever stood up from a chair and felt your legs wobble? Or noticed that climbing stairs isn't as easy as it used to be? Maybe your legs feel heavier at the end of the day, or you're waking up with unexpected soreness. If any of that sounds familiar, you're not alone, and it may be a sign your body is trying to tell you something important. What if the real reason behind your weakening legs isn't just aging, but something hiding in plain sight inside the very vitamins and healthy habits you've trusted for years? In this video, we'll explore two common nutrients that most people believe are essential after 60, yet they could be quietly draining your strength, straining your joints, and making movement harder with each passing day. This isn't about fear, it's about awareness. Because when you know what to avoid, you can take back control. So if you're ready to uncover the surprising truth and learn how to protect the strength and freedom in your legs, stay with me. What you'll discover just might change how you care for your body from this day forward. 1. Why sugar silently weakens your legs. After 60, for many of us, desserts have been a source of comfort, something sweet after dinner, a slice of cake to celebrate, or simply a moment of indulgence in the afternoon. But after the age of 60, these sweet pleasures might be quietly working against your strength, especially in your legs. You see, refined sugar isn't just about empty calories. It's deeply tied to how your muscles feel and function. When sugar enters your system in excess, it sparks inflammation throughout your body, especially in your joints and muscles. Over time, this low-grade inflammation makes your legs feel stiffer, more sensitive, and slower to recover after activity. If you've ever wondered why your legs tire easily or feel heavy for no clear reason, sugar might be playing a bigger role than you realize. There's also a deeper layer. Sugar contributes to insulin resistance, a condition that limits how well your muscles use energy. Muscles need energy to stay strong, responsive, and balanced. Without it, they weaken, and simple tasks like walking, standing, or climbing stairs can begin to feel like uphill battles. Add to this the weight gain that often comes with sugary foods, and your legs face a double challenge. Every extra pound you carry places more strain on the joints, ligaments, and muscle fibers that hold you upright and keep you moving. For seniors already dealing with natural muscle loss, this can accelerate the decline in leg strength. What's even more concerning is that sugar can impair blood flow, especially to the lower limbs. Poor circulation means your leg muscles receive less oxygen and fewer nutrients. Two critical ingredients for healing, recovery, and maintaining tone. Over time, the tissue wears down faster than it can rebuild, leading to weakness, imbalance, and even a loss of independence. And while that pie or pastry might seem harmless, it rarely comes alone. Most processed sweets include artificial colors and preservatives that aggravate inflammation and further disrupt your body's natural rhythms. But here's the good news. It's never too late to choose differently. A bowl of cinnamon-dusted fruit, a homemade yogurt parfait, or even a lightly sweetened baked apple can bring joy to your plate and nourishment to your body. You don't have to give up the pleasure of dessert. You just have to give your body the respect it's earned. In doing so, you give your legs a fighting chance to stay strong, stable, and ready for the life you still have ahead. 2. Fried foods may be draining your leg. Strength. There's no denying the comfort of a crispy fry or the golden crunch of a donut. These flavors often bring back memories, family gatherings, late-night snacks, or simple moments of indulgence. But after the age of 60, those small pleasures can come with consequences that slowly chip away at your strength, especially in your legs. Fried foods, rich in trans and saturated fats, don't just impact your heart. They create silent inflammation deep in your muscles and joints. That means more stiffness, discomfort, and a growing feeling that your legs just aren't as steady or as strong as they once were. And the trouble doesn't stop there. These harmful fats restrict blood flow, making it harder for oxygen and nutrients to reach your leg muscles, the very things your body needs to heal, move, and stay firm. Over time, fried and processed meals contribute to clogged blood vessels and poor circulation. This starves your muscles and speeds up the natural wear and tear in your joints. Foods like chicken nuggets, donuts, and French fries, though common and convenient, can weaken your foundation without you realizing it. If you've ever finished a meal like this and noticed your legs felt heavier, a cheer, or simply more tired, that's not just coincidence. That's your body quietly raising a red flag. These foods also take longer to digest, which means your body spends more energy breaking them down, energy that could have gone to keeping your muscles strong and energized. And there's another layer to this. These fried meals are typically low in the nutrients your muscles crave, like protein, magnesium, and key vitamins. When your diet lacks these essentials, your body starts drawing from its own reserves. Slowly, that can lead to muscle loss, less stability in your legs, and a growing sense of imbalance. The simple task getting out of a chair, walking upstairs, or even strolling through the park become more challenging. As you age, your muscle mass naturally declines, but what you eat either slows that down or speeds it up. Unfortunately, fried foods do the latter. But here's the beautiful part. You don't have to give up flavor to give your legs a better future. Start by shifting how you cook. Instead of deep frying, try roasting, baking, or grilling with healthy oils like olive or avocado oil. Swap out processed sides for colorful vegetables, whole grains, or legumes. Even your favorite comfort foods can be reimagined in ways that nourish instead of harm. Making these changes may seem small at first, but over time, they rebuild strength where it matters most, at your base, in your legs, in your independence. You've earned the right to walk confidently and move freely for many more years to come. The choice to honor your body with better food is not a sacrifice. It's a celebration of everything you still want to do. 3. What alcohol really does to your legs. After 60, there's a quiet truth that many seniors learn the hard way. What once felt harmless or even beneficial can begin to take a toll as we age. Alcohol is one of those things. For years, it may have been a small joy, a glass of wine with dinner, a toast at family gatherings, a moment of relaxation after a long day. But beyond the age of 60, alcohol behaves differently in the body. The way it affects your muscles, joints, and especially your legs becomes more serious and more subtle than you might expect. As we grow older, our bodies become less efficient at metabolizing alcohol. The liver, kidneys, and muscles all respond more slowly. That means the same drink you used to enjoy without issue now lingers in your system longer, with more pronounced side effects. One of the most important changes, alcohol interferes with your body's ability to absorb and retain key minerals like calcium, magnesium, and vitamin D. These nutrients are the foundation of strong bones and functional muscles. Without them, bones become brittle and muscles begin to weaken, setting the stage for painful cramps, slower recovery, and a higher risk of falls. But it doesn't stop there. Alcohol also disrupts the muscle repair process. After even light physical activity, gardening, walking, or standing for a long time, your muscles need time and nutrients to recover. Alcohol gets in the way of that healing. You might notice that after a night of drinking, your legs feel more tired, achy, or stiff the next morning. That's not your imagination. It's a reflection of the inflammation alcohol creates and the healing it prevents. Regular consumption compounds this damage, quietly eroding the strength that helps you move confidently through your day. And then there's the issue of dehydration. Alcohol acts as a diuretic, pulling water from your system. Dehydrated muscles lose their flexibility and are more prone to painful cramps, particularly in the calves and thighs. That's why many older adults find themselves waking up in the middle of the night with leg spasms or a feeling of tightness that's hard to shake. When the body is not well hydrated, movement becomes effortful instead of effortless. One of the most commonly overlooked effects of alcohol is the strain it places on the liver. This organ is responsible for breaking down toxins and synthesizing key compounds that help maintain tissue and muscle health. When the liver is taxed by alcohol, it struggles to perform these roles effectively. Over time, this can result in sluggish energy production, compromised circulation, and a buildup of waste products in the muscles, all of which show up as fatigue and weakness, especially in the legs. You may notice your pace slowing, your steps feeling heavier, or simple tasks requiring more effort. Another important factor is weight gain. Alcohol is calorie-dense, and even moderate drinking can contribute to the accumulation of belly fat. As we age, our metabolism slows, and every extra pound puts additional stress on the legs. The knees, hips, and ankles carry the burden of this weight with every step you take. Over time, this added strain leads to joint pain, muscle fatigue, and an increased risk of injury. When combined with natural muscle loss that comes with aging, the effects can snowball into a noticeable loss of mobility and freedom. It's also worth mentioning how alcohol raises inflammation throughout the body. This systemic inflammation affects joints, arteries, and muscles. If you've ever felt more sore, more tired, or less motivated to move after drinking, this is why. Inflammation dulls your energy, slows your recovery, and lowers your desire to stay active. Over time, less movement leads to more stiffness, more pain, and a cycle that's hard to break. The good news is that change is always possible, and it starts with awareness. You don't have to give up alcohol entirely if it brings you joy in moderation, but if your goal is to stay strong, steady, and independent, this is an area worth reconsidering. Reducing how often and how much you drink can offer powerful benefits for your legs, your energy levels, and your overall health. Switching to lower alcohol options, drinking more water between servings, and pairing alcohol with nourishing meals can all reduce the toll it takes on your body. Think of it this way. Your legs carry you through life. They support you as you visit grandchildren, tend your garden, walk through the grocery store, or simply enjoy the morning sun on a neighborhood stroll. They are not just muscles and joints. They are your mobility, your confidence, your independence, and every decision you make, including how you approach alcohol, either strengthens that foundation or quietly wears it down. You deserve to move freely and feel good in your body. You've lived enough to know that joy doesn't come from excess, it comes from balance, intention, and respect for the body that carries you through each day. Alcohol, while enjoyable in small doses, is not harmless. And for those over 60, its effects on the legs often ignored can be profound. If you've noticed more stiffness, more soreness, or a sense that your legs aren't what they used to be, take a moment to reflect. Could your glass of wine or evening cocktail be playing a bigger role than you thought? By tuning into your body's signals and making small changes, you can reclaim strength, improve comfort, and step into the next chapter of your life with renewed confidence. And we're not done yet. Up ahead, we'll uncover the surprising truth about two common vitamins that many seniors take often with the best intentions, but that may be silently weakening their legs. The next chapter of your wellness journey might just begin with knowing which healthy habits are worth rethinking. Stay with me. 4. The hidden danger of too much vitamin A. Now we come to one of the most surprising truths about leg health after 60. Not all vitamins help you. In fact, when taken in excess, some can silently work against your strength and mobility. One of the most overlooked culprits is vitamin A, a nutrient vital in small amounts, yet dangerous when it builds up in the body over time. Vitamin A plays many essential roles in the body. It supports vision, strengthens the immune system, and contributes to the health of your skin. But when we get more than we need, especially from supplements rather than food, its effects can quietly become harmful. After 60, the body's ability to metabolize and eliminate excess vitamin A slows down, which means that the vitamin can begin to accumulate, particularly in the liver and in soft tissues like joints and muscles. What many people don't realize is that this slow buildup can lead to symptoms that are often mistaken for something else: aching legs, back pain, unusual fatigue, and muscle weakness. One of the earliest signs of vitamin A overload, also known as hypervitaminosis, A, is muscle pain, especially in the legs. It can feel like joint discomfort or back strain, and it often appears without warning. This pain is your muscles crying out, inflamed by the overload of a vitamin that should have been beneficial in moderation. Over time, people may notice their legs losing strength, making everyday tasks like climbing stairs, walking long distances, or rising from a chair more difficult. This isn't just aging, it's a disruption in the balance of your body's nutrients. Excess vitamin A also interferes with the absorption of key minerals like magnesium and calcium. These two minerals are essential for proper muscle contraction and relaxation. When their levels are out of balance, the result can be leg cramps, spasms, and a general feeling of heaviness or fatigue. Without the proper nutrients, your legs can't function the way they should, and that can lead to a slow decline in both strength and stability. But it doesn't stop there. The liver, already working hard to process the nutrients and medications common in older age, can become strained by the buildup of excess vitamin A. When this happens, energy production suffers, leaving your muscles with less fuel. This chronic fatigue doesn't just make you feel tired, it begins to chip away at your quality of life. You might find yourself less motivated to move, which only worsens the cycle of weakness. Another hidden consequence of too much vitamin A is bone demineralization. Especially in the legs and hips, two areas we rely on the most as we age. This means bones become more fragile, more vulnerable to fractures, and less able to withstand the demands of daily life. For anyone already dealing with osteopenia or osteoporosis, this can be especially dangerous. What was meant to protect your health can, in excess, become a hidden threat. The takeaway: vitamin A is essential, but balance is everything. Self-medicating with high-dose supplements or fortified products, especially without medical supervision, can tip that balance in the wrong direction. Fortunately, the good news is that vitamin A is readily available in foods that offer it in safe, natural amounts: liver, egg yolks, whole milk, carrots, and pumpkins. These whole foods allow your body to absorb what it needs while signaling when it's had enough. If you're already taking multivitamins or other supplements, take a moment to check the label. Add up all your sources of vitamin A, including fortified foods, and talk with your doctor before adding anything new. After 60, your body deserves precision, not guesswork. The goal is not to fear nutrients, but to respect them. With a mindful approach, you can nourish your legs, protect your strength, and keep moving forward with confidence. 5. Can too much vitamin D weaken your legs? Vitamin D is often hailed as the sunshine vitamin, praised for its vital role in bone health and immune support, especially for older adults. And it's true when used correctly. Vitamin D can help protect against fractures, improve calcium absorption, and strengthen the immune system. But here's what many don't realize: too much of this good thing can quietly begin to do more harm than good. In fact, excessive vitamin D, especially from supplements, can directly undermine your leg strength and mobility in ways that often go unnoticed until it's too late. Unlike water-soluble vitamins that your body can flush out easily, vitamin D is fat-soluble, which means it gets stored in your body's fat tissues and builds up over time. That's where the problem begins. When taken in high doses, often without medical guidance, vitamin D can accumulate to toxic levels, a condition known as hypervitaminosis D. One of the earliest and most unsettling symptoms of this imbalance is muscle discomfort, often centered in the legs. You might feel unexpected stiffness, soreness, or burning sensations, even when you haven't done anything strenuous. This is your body's way of sounding the alarm. As vitamin D levels rise, so does calcium in the blood, a condition called hypercalcemia. This excess calcium doesn't just float around harmlessly, it starts affecting your nerves and muscles directly. You may begin to notice cramps in your calves, twitching in your thighs, or a strange sense of heaviness and weakness in your legs. Everyday activities: walking, climbing stairs, getting up from a chair suddenly feel more difficult. What's even more concerning is that this can slowly disrupt your coordination, increasing your risk of imbalance or falls. Even more subtly, excess vitamin D can trigger unwanted calcification in places it doesn't belong, like soft tissues, muscles, and tendons. Instead of protecting your bones and joints, it begins to harden the areas around them. The result: the knees, thighs, and calves can become stiff, less flexible, and uncomfortable during movement. This kind of rigidity is not part of natural aging. It's your body reacting to a vitamin overdose, transforming a helpful supplement into a hidden threat. The kidneys are another silent victim. As vitamin D levels climb, so does the strain on your kidneys, which are responsible for regulating minerals in the blood. The body's ability to filter waste becomes impaired, leading to poor fluid management, mineral imbalances, and further muscle fatigue. You may notice swelling in your legs, edema, lingering soreness, or a general sense of physical weakness that doesn't go away with rest. It becomes a vicious cycle. More vitamin D leads to more calcium, which damages the kidneys, reducing their ability to regulate minerals, which in turn harms the muscles even further. Unfortunately, many older adults fall into the trap of thinking, if a little is good, more must be better. But when it comes to vitamin D, balance is everything. Supplements should never be taken casually, especially in high doses. The right approach is to work with a doctor, check your blood levels through simple lab tests, and determine exactly how much you need based on your lifestyle, diet, sun exposure, and existing health conditions, it's not about avoiding vitamin D, it's about using it wisely, with care and respect for how your body works after 60. Keep in mind, you can get healthy amounts of vitamin D from moderate sun exposure in foods like fatty fish, egg yolks, and fortified milk. Supplements have their place, but they are not a one-size-fits-all solution. And when overused, they can slowly chip away at the strength and flexibility you've spent a lifetime building. In the end, it's not just about preserving your bones, it's about protecting your independence. Your legs carry you through your days, your dreams, and the places you love. Let's keep them strong not by overloading your system with good vitamins, but by choosing smarter, simpler, and safer steps toward well-being. Because sometimes the healthiest thing you can do is to do a little less, more mindfully. If today's video made you stop and think about what you're really putting into your body, then you've already taken the first step toward protecting your strength and independence. Sometimes, the things we trust most, like familiar vitamins, can quietly work against us. But with the right awareness, change is not only possible, it's powerful. If you're ready to keep your legs strong and your steps steady, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss the insights that could make all the difference in how you age. And if this message spoke to you, just type "Stay Strong" in the comments. I'd love to know you're here. Up next, discover 3 essential vitamins every diabetic should take to support muscle and nerve health. It's right here on your screen. Until then, take care of your body. It's the one place you'll live for the rest of your life.